for being here. You didn't hear my announcement just a second ago. We are the Hawaiian Steel Guitar Association. We've got kind of a mini tandem festival along with Waikiki Steel Guitar Week this week. We're here until 4:30 today, and then we're over at the Outrigger Reef tomorrow from 8:30 until 4:30. Have a whole day's worth of music over there. And then in the evening, we're going to have a little jam session at some point over there as well. So please come on over to Outrigger Reef tomorrow and continue to enjoy the steel guitar music. You can hang out there, bounce back here for the concert around happy hour time, around 5 or so, and then back to the hotel in the evening if you just can't get enough steel guitar. I'm kind of my era of Hawaiian steel guitar music is about 100 years old or so, maybe even a little bit older than that. My favorite era is the triclone era, the hot era, where the first and second generations of Hawaiian steel guitar players that came over from the island were introduced to jazz and vaudeville and things like that. And so I'm going to play a little triclone for you. This guitar is about 100 years old and it still sings. So this is what it sounds like. This is a great tune from 1927 called Don't Sing Aloha When I Go.
Oh, she can sit here.
Okay.
You can sit here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So, hope you like it. Thank you. Let's maybe try to dry off a little bit here. Maybe move along.
Yeah, que flow.
Take a break.
Yeah. Just to see if
Un
it
descanso.
I mean,
Tenemos un descanso.
On Channel 4, we were on Island Life Hawaii in the morning a couple times. And we're going to play the song that I played on the TV yesterday. Lovely early tune called For You Away. My first time to Oahu, and my first gig in Oahu was on TV, so just you never know how life is going to work. Yeah. So once again, we're the Hawaiian Steel Guitar Association. We're glad to be here kind of playing a satellite festival along with Haimele and Royal Hawaiian Center, celebrating steel guitar here for Waikiki Steel Guitar Week all week. And once again, we're just another brief announcement. We're going to be over at the Outrigger Hotel all day during the day tomorrow from 8:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon, playing steel guitar over there. And then everybody's going to come back over here right to this very location. There's a concert around 5 o'clock. Beautiful music. And then back to the hotel once again. There's going to be a big jam tomorrow night, so please join the Hawaiian Steel Guitar Association in both locations. And become a member if you'd like. If you like the Hawaiian Steel Guitar and you want to support us and our cause, just go to hsga.org. Anyway, on with the music. This is one of my favorite early tunes from the 30s called For You Away.
So top part just once, then just gonna repeat that bottom part. Take the fingers last time. Melody, solo, melody, solo.
I own and play a frying pan, but I find that whenever I come to these steel guitar festivals, that there's so many frying pans around that I thought I'd bring my tricone because it's a little something different. And so this next song is called Dreams of Aloha, and this was the very first appearance of an electric Hawaiian steel guitar on a recording from 1933, a group called Noelane's Hawaiian Orchestra. They did two tunes for Victor, and this is the earliest recording of an electric guitar, although I'm just going to play it on the tricone. So a beautiful tune called Dreams of Aloha. Alright, I think we're just going to close this one out with a quick little Hilo march here. I'll let these guys get these charts ready. And mahalo once again for joining us. I know I'm turning into a broken record here, but we are the Hawaiian Steel Guitar Association. Glad to be here on Oahu again. Our club's about 40, 50 years old, and we used to come here every other year, and we had about a 10-year hiatus, and now we're going to really try to make that happen once again, kind of become a part of Steel Guitar Week at least every other year coming up in the future. And we're so glad to be here, and so thank you for being here, and please join us here, and once again join us at the Outrigger tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning to 4:30 we'll be at the Outrigger Reef. So come on over for some more great music, come on back here every day, and then Saturday is a whole great week of steel guitar, a whole great day of steel guitar music right here at the Royal Hawaiian Center. So glad to have them hosting us. So yeah, once again, my name is Christo Rubenthal, and I do have some CDs buried here. If you want any of this old-fashioned Hawaiian music to take home, please come find me somewhere. Actually, I'm going to be on the stage accompanying someone after this next.
So it says on top. And kind of the second B and the last B are just push them a little bit harder. Okay, one. A, B, B, A.
All right, here's the Hilo March.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Got a couple more concerts coming up, so please stick around. All right, once again, HSGA, Hawaiian State Guitar Association.